All right, we're back. We're showing you stuff. We're doing stuff. We're building motors, all kinds of stuff. Um, so this one's going to be a little bit quicker. I actually did the installs that I want to show you already. I was just chilling out here, not paying attention, and just slapping some stuff on. I also had it's not a mishap, but I had a little something happening, and I'll show you. But it should be fine now. It's all taken care of, But in any event, back to this motor. You guys that checked the intro video out, thank you very much. Thank you for the support, likes, and all that good stuff. Appreciate you. And really what we're looking at here, what we've done since you've probably seen it last, is 2 or 3 small things. I don't know if I said this on the last one. I haven't even rewatched it again myself. But we did have a little mishap with some items, and when we go to install said items, we will tell you the story then. But we're a little bit slow right now, but it should not be. It should be some more videos coming very soon, maybe 2 or 3 more, maybe 2, because most of the stuff you can figure out. Anyway, so yeah, that's why we're kind of slow, whatever. We put a little cover on top of our engine here. So what's going on here is, number 1, what we did was we put the tensioner on. Okay, see the tensioner right there. Thing that we need to mention about the tensioner is it has a very specific bolt. If you did not pay attention to the bolt or save the bolt when you took it out, well, either you need to go look through all them bolts. You'll know exactly what it looks like. You can see it has this guy on it, this guy right here going on. Okay, so it's kind of how you can tell the washer behind it, and it's long and all this different stuff. But that's one way you can tell. The other way, and in certain situations specifically like this, I would say order a new one. I did not have to, because as you guys know, I used the Ziploc bags when I took this thing apart, so we're good there. So that we popped on there, and the way how this this thing goes on here is, as you can see on this side, dropping it down. Right here, there's a little hole that it sits on. Zoom in if you need to, pause the video, zoom in. There's a little hole that it sits on. And then there's another hole on the other side. And that attaches to the tensioner spring, which is another thing we installed. Okay, of course you can install this if you don't have the spring yet. The spring is cheap. If you have an old one, or you're whatever you think you're doing, I think the thing is like $5. I don't know. I've never used an aftermarket one, or if I did, I didn't know it was aftermarket. I'm sure they're fairly cheap as well. We'll show you what we use once I can get this thing out. Oh, that was not what I was trying to do. I know y'all heard it too. That was better. Bingo. That's what you need. Okay. Tensioner spring on there. Tensioner spring install, again, even if you don't really do this, or it's your first time, or whatever the case may be, you can figure this out. The tensioner spring is not bad. There's literally 2 loops and a post right here where I have this guy. Again, pause it if you need to so you can zoom in. There's a post right here. It's basically like part of the engine. Okay, it hooks onto that post and then hooks in the hole. Okay. That's the deal. Make stuff happen. I know you can figure it out. Mine had a little yellow mark on it. Mine got the yellow mark facing inside. So this is basically where we're at. Tensioners on there, water pump on there, tensioner spring on there. And what we're going to do next, almost broke some stuff. What we're going to do next, not doing it today, maybe the next video it'll be on there, or maybe we'll do a video for it. But we're going to bang with the oil pump. Okay, so here's the thing. This whole oil pump thing is a huge deal. Okay, we're talking about it, but this whole oil pump thing is a huge deal. Oil pump will trash a motor. If it takes a dump, it could trash a motor. I talked to a couple techs that have said they've never seen an oil pump fail, but that's mostly on, all stock, everything. Somebody, even if somebody driving it like an idiot, all stock, it probably is not going to fail. I've seen an oil pump blow apart before. Like, just break apart. I've seen it. Get a good one. I've seen the eBay special work sometimes for the high revs. This, I've never used Melling, but it was a good sale. And I asked a couple guys that I know, be around cars and so on and so forth, and they were like, yo, Melling's a good brand, dude. Be good. So for the price, I got it. It doesn't look like there's going to be a problem with it. I saved the bolts. Well, get them in. There we go. There's two longer ones. Okay, when you do this, two longer ones. Beep. Beep. Those are longer bolts. Just remember that. Okay. You're going to have to seal it with your Honda Bond or whatever you like to use. Eyebrows. And there's a little O-ring. You'll see you can't mess this up. When you open it, if you can see the shape of how the oil pump is there. Okay. It's literally sits like that. And up here, get the pointer back out. I don't like this. Right here. Okay, there's a hole in the oil pump and there's a rubber O-ring. It should come with the oil pump. Okay, you cannot mess up the orientation of the oil pump. The thing that you need to pay attention to is on this crank here, there's a flat spot. And where you go to slide the oil pump on, there's also going to be a flat spot inside, like I don't know what you call that, the shape or like the casting or whatever you want to call it. Okay, in there, there's also an O-ring. I probably will show you this. There's a lot of stuff going on. But there is an O-ring. You cannot let it get pinched. If you're careful, it'll be fine. Cool. Only other thing we wanted to make sure we showed you was, let's move this thing. Okay. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. I'll light it up. That thing right there, it's going to be used. Those of you that know what you're looking at, I know. Those of you that don't, what this is, oil feed, and this is where your oil pressure gauge would go, right? So I have purchased, I didn't buy this, I didn't make this, I have purchased an adapter that allows you to tap into the same hole where your oil pressure gauge, basically oil pressure gauge, but oil pressure light on it, stock dash would go. And then it has a provision if you want to put an oil pressure sensor on it. And then this guy feeds oil to where you want it to feed it. Okay? And you have to get on there, whatever. We will show you the rest of that on the next video. But that's pretty cool stuff, man. You guys know how to do this. Showed you some stuff. It's easy to see. And yeah, shut the video and we'll check you on the next one.